Have you ever just scrolled through your phone and wondered if you can make a real living doing that? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're cracking the code on something called user-generated content, or UGC. We're going to break down exactly how you can turn your real-life experiences into an actual full-time career. Let's dive in.
So think about this for a second. What if you could walk away from a stable 28-year career just by filming videos on your phone? I know, it sounds a little wild, maybe too good to be true, but it's really happening. And the secret isn't some complicated trick. It's a huge shift in how brands think about content.
Let me tell you about Eileen. For almost 30 years, her world was insurance. Then, just a couple years ago, a friend told her about UGC. And that conversation, it was a game changer. She left that career behind and is now a full-time creator for, just some small brands like Dove and L'Oreal. Her story is proof that this isn't just a side hustle, it's a whole new career path.
Okay, before we get into the nuts and bolts, we have to clear something up. There is a huge misconception about UGC. And honestly, it's where a ton of aspiring creators get it wrong. So let's just tackle this head-on right now.
So what is UGC? Well, at its heart, it's exactly what it says on the tin. Content created by a user. It's all about your genuine, authentic experience with a product. That's it. It's you, a product, and your real story. It is that simple. And believe me, it is that powerful.
And this right here is the #1 thing to get straight. As a UGC creator, you are not an influencer. It's totally different. An influencer's world revolves around their followers, and their job is to convince those followers to buy something. But for you as a creator, your focus is just your experience. Your goal isn't to sell, it's to evaluate. Your value isn't fame, it's honesty. You are a user telling a story, not an advertiser.
And you know who gets this? The brands. I mean, listen to this quote from a brand manager. They are drowning in videos that look like polished ads, and as they say, they can make their own ads. What they can't create in-house is your unique, authentic experience. That's the gold they're looking for.
And this brings us to misconception #2. You can just forget about professional cameras, fancy lights, and expensive mics. The crazy part is, brands and the social media algorithms for that matter, they actually prefer the raw, authentic look of a video shot on a phone. It feels more real, because it is, and that's exactly what they want.
So we know what UGC is and what it isn't. Now let's talk about why it's so incredibly valuable. I mean, why are huge companies actively hunting for people, maybe people just like you, to create stuff for them?
Your value to these brands is just massive. First off, your content has instant credibility. We're all wired to trust other people way more than we trust slick commercials. You also bring a totally fresh perspective that their marketing team would probably never dream of. And for the company, it's a huge win-win. They get affordable content that actually performs better, and it makes their whole customer base feel like a connected community.
All right, the big question. It's valuable, sure, but can you actually make good money? The answer is a resounding yes. Let's walk through the journey from your very first project all the way up to a life-changing income.
Everybody starts right here, at $0. Your first payment isn't going to be cash. It's going to be a free product. But don't think of this as working for free. No, you're making a strategic investment in your most important asset, your portfolio.
Okay, so once you have a couple of those portfolio videos done, this is your new starting line. $100 for a single video. That's a totally realistic and fantastic entry point. I mean, think about it. For maybe an hour of your time, filming on your phone, that's an amazing return.
And from there, the sky's the limit. As you build your reputation, your skills, and your portfolio, a single video can earn you thousands. Some of the top creators out there can command even more. The potential to grow is absolutely enormous.
Feeling fired up yet? Good, because we're shifting gears into the most practical part of this whole thing. A super clear, step-by-step plan that you can use, like right now, to go out and land your first gig.
Here it is, your 4-step launch plan. Step 1, set up dedicated UGC accounts on Instagram and TikTok. Keep them separate from your personal stuff. Step 2, build a simple portfolio page. A free tool like Linktree is perfect. Step 3, go looking for small brands and startups. They're often way more open to working with new creators. And finally, Step 4, make them an offer they can't possibly refuse.
And this right here, this is the offer. It is the perfect pitch. You start by offering a video for free, just in exchange for their product. This takes all the risk away from the brand. Then you confidently and clearly state your price for any future work. It's professional, it's smart, and it works.
So, getting started is one thing, but building a real, sustainable career takes skill and practice. So, for our last section, let's talk about how you turn those first few gigs into long-term success.
This is what separates the pros from the amateurs. First and foremost, be honest. Your credibility is literally your currency in this business. Next, find a niche you actually care about, beauty, tech, whatever, and become the go-to person for it. Get good with simple editing apps like CapCut. And never, ever stop learning and engaging. This is how you build a real career.
You know, if you only remember one single thing from our time together, please let it be this. You get paid for your authentic content, not for your follower count. This is a true meritocracy. Your value is in the quality and honesty of your work, not the size of your audience. You don't need 1 million followers, you just need one great idea.
Seriously, the barrier to entry has never been lower. Everything you need to start is probably in your pocket right now. The only thing standing between you and your first UGC project is taking that first step. So, what story are you going to tell first?